Hello, and we are back with the Focus once again, this beautiful machine over here. So today I'm still waiting on parts, but I actually do have parts coming. So the joys of, like, you know, not doing this full time, not having any money from it, the parts are coming. They're coming slowly, but they're on their way. So we're going to do a quick little recap for all the new subscribers and other people and new people joining the channel, just showing everything that's like wrong with the Focus, everything that we've tried to fix, everything that we have potentially fixed, and all the other stuff that's in the process of being fixed. So we're going to start with the front of the car, then we're going to work our way back, do the interior, and show the suspension, which we've just found out today isn't looking too good, I don't think. So that's probably the next thing I'm going to buy for once the drums are done, because I think if that suspension waits probably about another week, the car will be laying on the floor. So we're going to start at the front, and then we're going to work our way back, and I'm going to show you everything wrong with it and everything that we're in the process of fixing. Starting with the front of the car, and we're going to be looking at the elephant in the room, which is the front wing. Now, a bit of an issue with the front wing. Not only does it seem to be impossible to get one in my area, like I can go and collect, no one really wants to deliver them. So still looking for one of those, and anyone who has got one of them in my area wants the old one back. I don't. The old one's ripped apart, as you've seen, because me and Karen did a lovely job of taking that off. So we still need the wing, but that's a real win process one. That's probably going to be one of the last things I do, because I'm going to have to drive to the other side of the UK to get one reasonably and without having to give the old one back. Obviously the light and stuff is all part of it, it's all in the boot, ready to go back on when it's ready. So that's the front of the car fine. I was going to get new discs and pads. Not going to get them yet. I've decided that it's just not worth it at the moment. There's more pressing things about the car that I think need to be fixed and have money spent on them. So I'm leaving those for now, but they will get done towards the end of the project once we start looking at actually doing upgrades rather than just fixes. So on the other side of the car, Kian in the background, my lovely helper who you've seen in a bunch of videos now already. We're looking at the interior. We've taken the seats out, which was to help us get to the locking stuff, which we're still going to have to get to. So we're keeping the seats out for now. That's the old wing I was talking about that's absolutely ruined. So nobody's going to want it for their car. So the seats are out so we can get to all of the stuff for the locking, because we still need to fix the locking on the car doors. And same with this one here. We've got the actuator hanging out of it. That's one of those things. The car's currently got no power, so we need to get a multimeter to the wiring, test the power still being sent to the actuators, and then if that's the case, the wiring's fine, we just need new actuators. If the wiring's not fine, we have to take all that out and try and get a new loom, fit a new loom, fix the wiring. So once again, that's sort of a later issue for me at the moment. I know it was one of the first things I mentioned, but it's in the garage, it's safe, it doesn't need the locks. So I'm kind of leaving that for now, and I'm going to be looking more at, you know, once again, stuff we actually need to be done for now. But we'll leave the seats out at the back of the garage, we'll leave them up so we can get through. So I'll be saving the best for last, but there was a new issue with the car actually that we have found from when we jump started it, and Key lovingly has unplugged it for me, but the rear wiper just goes off all the time. We've turned it off, we've tried everything we can, but the rear wiper just constantly is flicking. I don't know why that's doing it. I'm assuming that, so he's taking the mick out of this. I'm assuming that that's probably something to do with a sensor. I don't think they're automatic though. I don't know what it's to do with. I don't know if it's shorting out. I don't know. We're gonna have a look at that. But it's only the rear wiper, so it's not that urgent. And it might have been because it didn't have much power, it was messing it up. So we will wait until the car's fully up and running, full of power, test that again, plug it back in. But we unplugged it for now because we didn't want to waste any battery that the car's still holding, which is currently none. So yeah, the rear wiper is still going off. The boot's open because Key was just showing all of the stuff that's come off the car. It's got to go back onto the car. So the rear wiper is constantly going off, but we'll fix that later on. That's a later. We got just two more things. First one, this is all around the car. We have the bubbling in the paint and the rust bits there. We've got rid of all the big bits of rust. Nothing else is falling apart, it's all just surface. So we're going to actually wrap or paint the car in the end. So before we do that, we'll make sure we scrape all the rust off, wire brush it off, and then we'll have a nice clean canvas to work with, and the car will be lovely to paint or wrap. That's actually up to my girlfriend, because this car is being built for my girlfriend at the moment. So she can choose what colour she wants it wrapped or painted. But this old blue, I think this old blue needs to go, especially if we're getting a new wing. It will undoubtedly be a different colour. So the car will change colour with that, which is all good, all good. And now we're going to get on to possibly the most worrying part of the whole project, the whole build, but also the most exciting, because it'll be the funnest parts to do. So you've seen the drums. They're working better, not fully. When it's this much on the slope, it's still slightly moving. So the drums are the parts that have been ordered and are on their way, because I think they seriously need to be sorted. The other side at least. And if that's not the case, then the wire's stretched. But that should be, hopefully, a relatively easy fix to do. So we should be getting onto that. Now, I'm gonna have to get under the car for the next bit and show you the real damage and the thing that's going to cost the most and probably be the most amount of labour of the whole thing. And I'll have Keanu help me explain that as well. So you get a rare look of me actually underneath the car doing anything. Key's actually sitting on me. I think I must be comfortable. So this is what I wanted to show you, that this whole suspension. So we knew the drum brake was bad. There's not really many better ways I can get a better angle, because I don't want to get too far underneath, because Key lifted the car up and knowing him, it's probably going to be rubbish. So, excuse me? Yeah, you heard me. The bushings are gone, the arm is gone, the spring is gone. Luckily, a lot of the stuff that's actually like structural is fine. Well, surface rust, I could definitely do a little bit of love, but it's most of it is okay. It's passable. But the actual bottable things like this, I'm going to definitely replace, because, as I said, I think if they're not done anytime soon, the car's going to be on the floor and not moving. I don't trust those springs probably as far as I could throw them, and neither do I trust this. So, yeah, oh, that's a massive class. So, I think that's what we're going to be looking at next. We only really found this today when we were looking at the drums again before we started recording, and we have decided that it's probably a good shout to tackle that. Mostly me. Key doesn't ever do anything, so it'll be mostly me doing it. So for anyone new to the channel, anyone joining, or anyone who's just interested, that's everything that's wrong with the car. Most of it is sort of undergoing, in a sense of we've taken it apart and we're just waiting for the stuff to put it back together again. So that's sort of where we're at. And then all the other stuff, all the bits and pieces that I want to do for upgrades, like the front brakes and things, will come later date. But at the moment, I've listed everything that I think is a problem, and I think that's an issue. Keys ran away. He was just like jumping on the car for some. He's a crackhead. So yeah, that's where we're at. If you do like the stuff, please like and subscribe. It really helps out. If you know anybody who's got a front wing for Focus that wants to help me out, I'll obviously pay for it, but doesn't want a wing in return, also please comment on that, because that could be super useful for me to get it done. Or a decent one, I can't go for free for Key, because he's still running the old 206, which is still parked over there. It's a great little car. I don't know why he's complaining. So yeah, we thank you for watching. I hope you like it. Sorry we didn't fix anything today. As I said, parts are expensive, and working a full-time job otherwise it's hard to sometimes get the time, get the funds, you know, I pay bills, to get it sorted. So parts are on the way. The car will be started to be actually fixed soon. But I just wanted to give a recap for all the new subscribers, everyone joining, and also for Key and his 206. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you soon.